And hello. So this is another RetroTink 5X inspired video, which is a new piece of tech I just got a few days ago. The reason I'm uploading this little bit of video is due to a few conversations I've been having with people on a couple of Facebook groups, and I made a couple of posts about the 5X which led to about 100 replies and things, and rather than keep explaining to people the same thing over and over again, I just thought I'd make this little bit of video and add them to the conversation. So basically I'm using a Japanese N64 here. This is a Japanese copy of Mario Kart 64. I'm using a RetroTink 5X. That white writing you can see in the top left hand corner is the output mode that the RetroTink 5X is currently in, showing that it is receiving an S-Video input. So plugged into the back of my N64 is a handmade S-Video cable, which I bought from a guy who makes his own N64 S-Video cables and sells them on eBay. Now, he's been doing this for a few years. He's based in Poland. I don't remember his eBay username right now, but I will definitely add it to the details of this YouTube video once I've uploaded it. So he basically makes very high quality shielded S-Video cables for N64, which are by all accounts as good as the official Nintendo ones, which as is usually the case these days with official cables, sell for very large amounts of money now. So once you've gone to the link for this Polish guy's eBay shop, I can definitely vouch that he's a legit maker and seller on eBay. He posts all over the world, and his cables, when I got it was a couple of years ago, but it was about £20. It might have gone up slightly, but whatever the price of them is currently, they'll be a lot cheaper than buying a real Nintendo S-Video cable. But anyway, that's enough of my guff. So I'm recording this onto an M.A.M.E Live Gamer Portable 2 Plus, which is so the output video that is creating is 1080p, and the video that the RetroTink 5X is currently outputting is 1080p, but the signal that it's reading from the N64 is S-Video, which, if I'm correct, I believe is 480i. I've read that the best signal that the N64 can put out over S-Video is 480i or 576i if you're talking about PAL, but in this case it's 480i because it's a Japanese N64. So the 5X is upscaling the 480i. It is de-interlacing it, and it's outputting 1080p to my flat panel TV and to my capture device. So there's a bit more guff for you there, but other than that, I'm just going to do the first level of this game, and that'll be the video. So this will just be an interesting reference for anyone that is interested in the performance of an unmodded N64 and using the RetroTink 5X. Just going to keep it nice and simple on the easiest track. And as I always say in most of my videos, I am by no means an expert in this particular game, having not had a lot of experience with it until now, but I am enjoying it a lot, and I have actually got gold on the first 3 cups now in the last few days. And I played I vaguely remember playing a little bit of Mario Kart 64 back in the day on a friend's N64, and at that time I remember thinking I just don't like it anywhere near as much as the SNES version, which I absolutely love. I think the SNES version of Mario Kart is easily one of the best games of all time. And I remember thinking that the 3D tracks weren't that amazing, and that the 3D kind of detracted from the ultra fun and responsive feel of the SNES version. But now I've actually been playing this game properly for the first time ever in the last few days. I'm prepared to take back my original ideas. I've actually been enjoying it a lot. So yes, so as you can see, I think the picture quality here, considering this console is unmodded, it's completely stock, bog standard Japanese N64 I'm using here. I'm using a S-Video cable which has no fancy componentry in it or anything. It's just a well-made, handmade S-Video cable. I think the picture quality is actually very good, and I know you can get HDMI mods and RGB mods for the N64, but personally I'm very happy with this picture quality you're seeing at the moment. And you know, I bought the 5X, which is itself an expensive item, but the fact that it massively upgrades my N64 picture, as well as accepting all of the other major analog video inputs at the same time in the same box, which makes my whole setup much more simple. I mean, I have about 15 consoles now that I use from day to day, and anyone that's got a similar kind of collection knows the cables just become an absolute nightmare. What you ideally want is a setup which is as simple as possible with the least amount of buggering around, plugging things in and out when you want to play games. But I think I'm finally getting to the end of my time buying stuff for my setup. So yeah, as you saw there, maybe I'll just do a few more minutes on this track. But yeah, I don't think I need to say anything more, because you can see what the results are like. Now there may be some modes on the RetroTink which give an even better picture than what you're seeing at the moment, because I notice there is a bit of interlace flicker on the picture at the moment, but it's nothing bad at all compared to what it could be if I wasn't using the RetroTink. I may well pause it now and see if I can change some of the interlacing settings and see if it improves the picture somewhat. So if you hold on a second, I'm going to pause the game, and hopefully you should see this happening on screen without losing sync on my capture device. I apologise for that awful noise in the background if you can hear that. The interlacing, motion adaptive. So I believe it is set on motion adaptive interlacing at the moment, which I think is all round the best. So I'm not going to try and cycle through any modes at the moment, because I don't really understand much about that side of things yet. I've only just got this and I haven't read everything regarding the de-interlacing settings. But to be honest, the picture you're seeing at the moment, for me anyway, is perfectly acceptable. And I'm very much a proponent of the if it ain't broke, don't fix it. As soon as you start going down rabbit holes of changing minute settings in all different areas that you don't really understand unless you're an absolute expert in these matters. It's often the best case to just leave things at the default settings. So there's another track finished. Right, well, if you've got any questions about the 5X, then feel free to add them onto this video. I will try and answer them, but there are some other YouTube channels who are much more expert in such matters, such as Retro RGB or My Life in Gaming and what have you. But I will try and answer them if I can. So thanks very much for watching.